So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice coverage that time by Pete Werner. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett.
Complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
On the draw, here's White. And some room to run now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Vaughn. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4 down territory or not, because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see
he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Carr. Olave holds it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. With an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, they'll run with White, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball is snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Brissett sets to throw it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they had halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Extra point put through by Suckum, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A couple quick back-to-back incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Looking long for Thomas, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Gets around him. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Brissett. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, here's White. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Brissett. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Another throw, 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. will be incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. And he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. From the 45 on second down, Brissett. This is caught by Evans. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They keep it on the ground. White again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. On 3rd down, Brissett.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Brissett to throw for it on fourth.
He's got Otten. He's got the first down and more than that.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Here's White.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
What now?
Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Carr, got to have this one.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Carr now on first down. And Thomas has it.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett. Evans has it left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give to White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They go play action with Brissett.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They run the draw play. This is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They stay on the ground with White. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. I heard you use the term pull-away drive. There seemed like the definition of a pull-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up onto the point, doesn't it? Because 2 scores already, just want to possess the quarterback. Keep converting and picking up 1st down. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr going to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And the ball is knocked out. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On a handoff, it's White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Oh, look at the juke. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Bucs extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point try now for Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Carr.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the handoff, this is White. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Brissett. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Bucs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.